Supposed to clap?
No.
Oh. No more clapping?
No more. Oh, we're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're live.
Let's make it happen. Silence.
Silence is the key. I think we're good. I'm just gonna give it like 3 minutes and then we start. I get the 2 views is what, you and Ralph?
I guess so. Oh, I see you on the actual page. Oh, I'm delayed. I'm still eating my... Why am I so delayed? I'm like looking at my image right now on YouTube, in the corner of the YouTube screen, and it's like...
Take the pop-up window and kind of put it over it.
Say that again?
What I do is I take the pop-up window of us, and then I kind of put that window over that page, so it looks like it's live, so I can still see the chat. Because there's a delay.
Oh, it's a delay. I see.
It's a really long delay.
All right. So, do I have to do something, or?
No.
All right. I just want to make sure. I'm still trying to get used to this whole live thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm delayed. Yeah, I'm mad delayed. I don't know what that's about, but all right.
You know what I mean, though, Ralph?
No, I don't actually, because you're
So why you see it?
I know I'm delayed on YouTube. I'm looking at myself on YouTube, and it's like from like several seconds before.
All right,
look. You see how I'm talking, but I'm not. That's
I know, because that's how it is.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Hey, what's up, Jose? Now, let's get to the show.
Sir, I'm picking up something on the satellite. Give me a sec, I'm gonna tune it. Sir, I'm having a little interference. I'm checking it out right now. Hold on. I think we found him. Here we go.
You are listening to Wide Range Media Podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to Wide Range Media Podcast live on YouTube. Music provided by Gravel Entertainment. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa, and my co-hosts are...
I'm Pablo.
And this is Ralph Perez. How you doing?
And if this is the first time listening and joining in, thanks for joining the conversation. Wide Range Media Podcast is produced every week for your enjoyment, and show notes are found at widerangemediapodcast.com. Please come often and hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. You get it once, you get a notification once we go live. And also, the podcast is also streamed on iTunes. Not streamed, but once the YouTube is done, you get to hear it also on iTunes, Apple, and on iHeartRadio right after. So now let's get into announcements.
This week on announcements.
We're still running the contest. So again, you go to our YouTube channel, you hit that subscribe button, and you'll be entered in our contest for the Star Wars The Last Jedi rewards. Ralph, you got anything to say?
Yeah. Well, before I even get into the rewards, I just wanted to make a public statement to all our listeners out there. Last time we did a podcast, I realized something after the podcast, and that was that I was falling kind of asleep during it. I had a very bad day, and I saw that, and I said, "Oh man, I was tired." No, I wasn't on drugs. No, I wasn't on. I wasn't on downers. I wasn't drunk. I was just tired. And my apologies to all you guys out there for if I wasn't as my usual self. Today I am. I have my coffee right here. I'm ready to go. Now,
All right.
Having to say that, with the announcements with the contest, we're talking about the Star Wars lightsaber. And the winner will get a Ray lightsaber. The first 300 subscribers, yes?
Yes.
Alex?
Yeah.
We'll get this, not exactly this lightsaber, but it is modeled after the same one. This is the Luke Skywalker one from New Hope, episode 4 from 1977. But the Ray one is pretty much the same. It's what's called in the Star Wars universe the Skywalker lightsaber. Okay, so for those of you, enter, get a lucky chance to win this or some. This isn't the exact same one. This one's mine, but yours will be fresh out of the box. You'll be in a box, nice, ready for you. So make sure you subscribe.
Right. So you get the 300 subscriber will win that. The 100 subscriber will get Force Awakens on Blu-ray plus a $25 Fandango gift card. So a lucky winner will win that stuff. And you can pick up Sharetta's new album, Face Strikes Twice, Odds of Eden's new album, Breaking the Matrix, Fiend Knight's Battlescar EP, all on sale at graboentertainment.com/store. So now let's get into discussions at the movies.
This week on Discussions at the Movies.
So this week on Discussions at the Movies. Now, Halloween is going to be the new topic.
Ugh.
So the two topics we're going to be talking about discussions at the movies are going to be Halloween first and then Justice League right after. So first things first is Halloween. So Danny McBride is the co-writer of the new Halloween movie. And he gave a lot of insights of what the new movie is going to be about. So I'm going to let Ralph spiel off, and then I'm going to read some of his comments because I know Ralph is eager to project.
I am very eager and ready to project because of the simple fact that this particular situation. Okay, for those of you who have listened to the last podcast regarding our discussions about the new Halloween film, one of the big gripes I had was that they were going to remove Halloween 2, the 1981 Halloween 2 sequel, direct sequel to Halloween, to the first, to the original classic in 1978, that they were going to remove it from the timeline in order for their movie to, and that upset me. I was thinking, wow, that I always felt that those two went hand in hand because it all happened on the same night, October 31st, 1978, Haddonfield, Illinois. Now, having said that, today, what do we get? We get some information from Danny McBride saying that they're gonna change the ending of the original 1978 Halloween in order to make it fit, I guess, into this new movie. I'm like, what? No, I now I'm really not cool with that. I'm thinking, yo, they're killing this. They're killing this. They're becoming more of a murderer than Michael Myers is. It's crazy.
Well, for anyone out there that don't remember the ending, if you haven't seen Halloween in a long time ago, he got shot 6 times and fell off the balcony and then disappeared, and then went ding 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 ding, and then the credits went up. So that's that's how it ended, right? So I kind of let's just start this off. I kind of understand that they needed to change it. If they needed to change it for the script of the new script, fine. Now, like I was telling Pablo earlier when we were texting, if they needed to change the whole first Halloween movie to make the second reboot possible, then I'm not cool with it. But if they're just changing the ending, which the ending is just every typical horror movie ending, he gets shot 6 times, he fell off the balcony, disappears, and oh my God, he's coming back again.
That's not a typical horror movie ending.
That's a typical horror movie.
No, because when I'll give you an example. The Exorcist. When this guy flew out the window and fell down the stairs after he got possessed by the demon after trying to exorcise it from Linda Blair, he was all the way in the bottom of the stairs. It's not like the guy looked out the window and ding, 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 ding. He was gone. No, he stayed there. He died.
Well, yeah, but he's demonic. Yeah, but that's a possession. That could have went to any other
horror movies. I mean,
yeah, but in terms of slasher or whatever, but I just think in reality, in terms of scripts, I have a feeling that they went, if we take away this ending, it'll take away the whole mythological creature, demon, whatever. Because getting shot 6 times, falling off a 2-story, you would be dead. There's no way you coming back from that. I don't even care. We could test that theory if you want. I'll shoot you 6 times and then you fall off a 2nd story thing, and then I want to see you disappear.
Hey, don't test me.
And then we have Pablo dressed up like Loomis.
Goatee on him.
Yeah, we're like, I shot
All he
him
needs
6
is a
times.
goatee.
Yeah, he needs a goatee and a cane.
Shot him 6 times.
But no, seriously, like if John Carpenter gave them the okay to do this, and he thinks it fit, and Jamie Lee Curtis thought, you know what, she read the script and said this kind of makes sense for the reboot, then you got to give it thought. I mean, just give it a chance. You never know. I mean, Pablo, what do you think on this?
All right. I decided to sit back and just listen to you guys fight it out because
I mean, we wasn't fighting it out, but
I am a diehard Halloween fan.
Mhm.
And when I read this, and I just found out about this recently.
okay.
I don't I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
If the ultimate product or the end result is good and satisfying. Okay. Now, I did have an issue with saying that the ending was atypical or bad. Halloween, the Halloween ending, it's one of the greatest horror movie endings.
Oh my god.
Because the whole movie, the way it's
I can't believe you're saying that.
the movie.
Go.
Saying that my mic is low. All right, so I just raised myself a little bit. All right, but the pacing of the movie, in the build-up leads to the end. That is why the payoff is so good. The way he just disappears. I thought that was perfect. So if they're gonna mess around with that, what I say to them, be careful.
Yeah.
That's all. Be careful. So
But-
I'm not freaking out now, but if the end result was a bad move, then I'll just dismiss that movie, and because we still have the original ending. That's what I think.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, there are scores of Halloween fans out there, myself included, that had problems with other sequels and even the Rob Zombie films. But for them to now take it to this level, first removing Halloween 2 from the timeline.
Oh my god.
Why are you laughing? It's true. They both went hand in hand.
No, I understand, but you guys are. I mean, well,
But
you guys are
let me-
acting like these guys are not fans. These two are.
no. I'm not saying they're not fans. What I'm saying is that they better really be coming up with something really good to make me go and see this film next year and be like, oh, okay, I like it. You know, that's what I want to walk out of the theater saying. Because if I'm not gonna like it, if they met like what Pablo just said, there's gonna be a problem.
It is going to be
A lot of Halloween fans
are going to be
are gonna be really disappointed, really upset, and they're gonna like throw that in the garbage and go back to the original classic.
they're taking a risk here. They are really
are.
taking a risk.
But
When they got rid of Halloween 2 and they dismissed that as part of the mythology, okay, I can see that because the original, the first movie is still intact. But now they're beginning to dabble and mess around with that one. So that's when you get into some murky waters here. You have to be careful. So they need to be careful because they are messing with a classic.
yeah, but
Imagine
no. But what I'm saying is that if Jamie Lee Curtis, which retired the character, came back because she read the script and she came back, like she retired, she was done. Like I'm not doing no more. She came back. That means the script is good. There's no way that she was gonna say, "Oh, I got paid $10 million."
But we don't know that. I mean, how many actors have come back to play a role and said the script is great? Harrison Ford, I'm sure, did the same thing with Blade Runner, and that. I mean, I don't know if the movie is good or not. I haven't seen it, so I can't talk about that. But it didn't do well in the box office. But and they're getting a paycheck. So bottom line,
Right? But yeah, but
here's an example. Your beloved Ghostbusters. What if they decide to release a sequel and they alter the ending or they start modifying the first one?
But they did.
But no. That's different in a reboot. No, I'm not talking about a reboot. I'm talking about, let's say, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. They get together and they say, let's do a sequel, a direct sequel to the original with us in it. We bring back who's the director? Ratner? No,
Ivan Reitman.
Reitman, right?
Mhm.
They bring him back. They bring the whole crew back, and they say, "Okay, we're gonna do a direct sequel. We're gonna forget about Ghostbusters 2,
Okay.
right? and we're
I
gonna
think
make
everybody
a
has forgotten about
That's true.
Ghostbusters.
and we're gonna make a
I like
direct
Ghostbusters too,
sequel.
but-
We're gonna make a direct sequel to the original Ghostbusters, but
Okay.
we're gonna change some things around. Instead, we're going to do A, B, and C. I'm telling you right now, the Ghostbusters community will go nuts.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying. Now, let's say they do a Ghostbusters or whatever. They tried it with the reboot and it didn't work.
This is
I
not
mean,
a reboot.
Okay, but this is technically it is a. I mean, I know
No,
this is a one and
Rob
done after John
Zombie is a
Carpenter already.
reboot.
John Carpenter already said this is one and done. They're not making no more after this.
Okay,
He already said it.
so it's
that's
not a
fine.
reboot.
No, all right, fine. But like Nick said on the chat, he said they could have changed the ending after Jamie Lee Curtis agreed to do the remake, the reboot.
Okay,
So they could have had multiple different scenarios, and they were like, "Whoa, we got her back," which is a big step.
yes.
Getting the original actress back. Then they went, "Wait a minute, if she's coming back, now we could change everything." That's all I'm saying. Like, give it time. It was the same thing like Star Wars. The minute that someone saw Star Wars Force Awakens and they said, "Oh, it's just like
no,
A New Hope," everybody went crazy. And it's like,
no. This really not something out there that you can compare this where they're saying we're altering the ending of a classic movie. I mean, can you think of any other movie that
Yes.
has done that?
Evil Dead to Evil Dead 2. At the end of Evil Dead 1, Ash gets hit with the demon, and then at the end of when the start of Evil Dead 2, they starting the whole thing all over again.
And he's not a demon.
And he's not a demon. And then towards the ending of the, they start to, it's a whole babble thing. But Ralph knows what I'm talking about.
I know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
but that's an alternate. And then if you want to talk about another alternate, Army of Darkness into Evil Dead 2 completely changed the whole thing. Because at the end of Evil Dead 2, Ash is the superhero standing on top of the stone going, "No, why?" And then at the beginning of Army of Darkness, he's a slave.
But
And
did they alter the first Evil Dead?
Oh, yeah, they altered the first Evil Dead.
Well, yeah, that is true. The first Evil Dead was kind of like a story in and of its own, and Evil Dead 2 kind of stands alone. It kind of stands alone, actually. Yeah. You could just watch that without seeing the first one and be fine with it. Okay. Like for instance, in the beginning of Evil Dead 2, it was just Ash and his girlfriend going to the cabin. In the first film, is a whole group of them,
right?
Whole group of people, and so it is kind of tricky there.
Yeah,
but that's regarding the entire plot. You know what I'm saying? But that's the entire plot. We're talking about an ending, a classic ending. At that.
I'm gonna read what Danny McBride said about that.
Okay,
because he goes. This is a quote from the actual co-writer. He said, "I just hope that we don't f it up and piss people off. This is such a diehard fan base. You don't want horror fans being your enemy because they show up at your house with masks on.
Okay.
We are diehard fans of Halloween. We've watched all the sequels, and and where things have taken left turns here and there that maybe bites for fans, and at least trying to deliver what we would have wanted to see. Hopefully that will line up with most fans." That's his quote. Now, in terms of everyone going, "Oh, but Danny McBride is a comedic actor," this is no. He already said that this whole movie is going to be straight horror.
Yeah.
So maybe there's going to be little bits of little jokes, but I don't think it's going to be full blown jokes.
Okay, just so bottom line, my stance is this: I'm a wait and see type thing. Okay, I'm not too crazy about it, but I'm not going to go all crazy and boycott this movie and say, you know what, screw those guys, I'm not going to see this is terrible. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but if they screw it up, then I am dismissing that whole movie and say, you know what, no, I still got my original.
No, right, you still, regardless of what it is, you're still going to have your original, and you have
he got shot 6 times,
and he got whatever the hell that is. Whatever it is, he got shot 6 times.
Maybe in this one he'll get shot 8 times,
or he gets blown up
5 times. Maybe they burn him.
Actually, or maybe they just throw him off the balcony without getting shot. But
yeah, he was like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, maybe they won't use the Charlie Brown sound effects when he falls down.
Oh yeah, no. No, but seriously, you have alternate realities of now watching Halloween. You could watch it with the reboot, or you could watch it with from 2 all the way to Resurrection.
I feel like I'm in Star Trek.
So you have basically you have your ways of watching it. I'm
or
looking
Back to the
forward to
Future.
it. To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to it. I really want to see what they can do with this.
All right.
So that's
Make
that.
it
Now,
happen.
yes. Now let's get into the Justice League.
Justice League.
All right. So Justice League is upon us, right?
Not yet. We
Not
still have-
yet.
we
It's
still have
actually-
a day and a half.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, there's
Friday.
already been getting good views on the internet. There's
Well,
quite a few movie reviewers out there
Well,
who've seen
that's
it.
what we're gonna talk about.
That's what we're gonna talk about. So Rotten Tomatoes held back. They were like, "Oh no, we're not gonna release this thing yet," because Warner Brothers do own Rotten Tomatoes, but people don't know
Well,
that.
they
Oh,
own
I didn't
a
know
small. They own a small portion. Not
They own-
they don't own it.
Yeah, well, they still told them to hold off. So regardless,
We don't know that yet either.
they're gonna
Yeah, well-
they're gonna release it sooner or later. They said, "Wait, you're not gonna bomb our movie before Friday comes around." But no, but seriously, Movie App, I believe Movie App was the first one to reveal it by mistake. I think they put a screenshot.
Flixster.
Huh? Yeah.
Flixster's movie app.
Yeah, Flixster's Movie App revealed that Justice League got a 48% Rotten Tomato, which is good. What people don't understand is
It's still rotten.
it's still rotten. It's a piece of crap, but it's better than other movies that came out. So I'm gonna read some quotes from review because this is some funny stuff.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
very polarized. The
Yeah.
reactions, it's very polarized. It's either people loved it
Oh, they hate
or
it.
people hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, and it's pretty much. I'm going to read you 3, and then I'm not going to go through the whole thing because this is so way too much. One person said, "This is Eric Davis from Fandango." He says, "Justice League is better than Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. It leans, means, and packed with superhero action. I dig most of its lighter moments, and I think it has one of the best action sequences ever in a DCEU movie. And of course, Wonder Woman steals the show. I think if you're going to do a Justice League movie to see all your favorite DC heroes rocking their skills and being the badasses you love, then you will get plenty of that. Lots of action, lots of superheroes being superheroes." So that's Fandango reviews. That's a positive one. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find a bad one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Justice League is okay. It's fun. The characters are enjoyable and the cast has good chemistry together. I want to see more of them down the line. It looks like Snyder's film, but sounds and plays like a Whedon one. It has lots of issues though. But the good news is that Justice League entertains. If Batman v Superman turned you off, then consider Justice League a cleaner version. That's IGN movie.
Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of people are giving it the Justice League is fine. It's more coherent and less idiotic than Batman v Superman. Such I love. So make of that what you will. And tries very hard to lighten up on the gloom and doom of the DC universe. There are jokes and everything. So again, I'm not gonna go through this whole thing, but that's what you're getting. So it looks like it's a mixed review. Some people liked it, some people hate it, some people loved it. I don't know why I'm gonna fall under that. Most likely hate it because the trailers, the more I see it, I just hate it.
Stop seeing the trailers.
It's so hard because everywhere you go, even if I use the bathroom, it's like the trailer. Like all I hear is freaking.
My man.
That's all I hear.
Say that. Do that again. Do that.
That's all I hear.
My man.
My man.
My man. Imagine going to the bathroom, all you hear, you drop a deuce and you just hear.
My man.
No, but seriously, am I looking forward to the movie? I guess just to see what Batman is doing in the movie because I really could care less about the other heroes.
You love Batman.
Yeah, I love Batman.
Really?
Wonder Woman.
Rob, what made you say that?
What made you say I like Batman? He's right there. He's right here.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
It was considered. Maybe it's a hunch. Maybe not. I speculate a lot.
I think I got Wonder Woman somewhere. Yeah, I have her on the other side. No, but
Yeah, who cares about her, right? Get her.
yeah, who gives a crap? You can do her slow motion and then her hair twirl.
Then all the guys in the movie theater fall in.
Yeah, she'd do that.
Yeah, pretty much. It's telling you, man.
I'm just saying, like every trailer part I see, she does the kick, she does her hair thing like this, and then all of a sudden she goes, hey,
But you
and
know
then the
what it
whole
is?
thing blows up, and I'm
Yeah,
like, wow.
because people like to see that.
Oh yeah,
People like to see that. Everybody's when Wonder Woman came out, everybody was like, "Whoa!" It's that simple.
no, I understand. Cyborg, I'm not really looking into because I could care two craps.
Yeah,
about Cyborg.
I heard in the reviews that he has his own character development in the film,
I kind of
but
figure.
it's not as strong as the others.
Mm.
Not as strong as the others. That's what I read up on. So we'll see. We'll see.
What do you think on Cyborg, Pablo?
From what I've read,
Well, I'm saying from you, not reading. Like, what do you
I-
think personally when you see him in CGI suit?
first, I was never a big fan of Cyborg.
Yeah.
And just seeing the trailer, I'm not too crazy about it.
Hmm.
And from what people have been saying is that he's one of the weaker parts of the movie. The villain they say the villain is terrible, which that's gonna hurt the movie, man. Oh, at least for me, you know. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing all the superheroes together and doing superhero stuff. That's really cool. But when they go up against a villain that's weak and all CGI, and I mean,
I mean, if so far, I think most of the DC characters that we've seen in movies, they were all CGI.
yeah,
They haven't been a normal dude. Like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was a CGI armor dude.
mhm.
You have Stefan Wolf, another armor guy, CGI. You had the stupid Enchantress doing this thing the whole freaking 2 hours of the movie, going like this.
Who's doing like this?
Yeah, she's
Abomination,
just,
Doing
yeah,
like this. Everybody do
Abomination.
like this, guys.
yeah, Abomination. So technically, DC doesn't have that no CGI like villain. And I wanted to be honest with you, I wanted Lex Luthor to be the villain in this one.
And that was
That went right off they threw that off the the roof.
Yeah.
That was horrible. He was garbage. I thought he was the worst one in Batman v Superman.
yeah. So I mean, I read that the bright spots is actually Superman. They say that he's really good in this. Wonder Woman shines again. Batman's good. Although I did read one review, they say that Ben Affleck's acting is not good in this one. So
But it could be that he doesn't want to do it. I mean, you're not going
if that comes across, that's bad. I mean, come on.
Well, it's not bad.
Well, let's
He's
see.
been in terrible movies, so I can't blame the guy if he
Yeah,
comes
but
to this one.
don't mail it in. You know, you're
Huh?
getting paid a lot of money, and at least make sure that. Well, again, I'm speaking from I haven't seen it yet. Let me see it, and then I'll give you my Ben Affleck review. I thought he was great in Batman v Superman, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping that carries over to this one. We'll see. We have someone from the chat saying that every review I've read about Justice League, they all say the villain Stephen Wolf is terrible. Why would they choose him? I have no idea.
Maybe
Now,
they couldn't find anybody else.
No, I'm
they're
not deep
really.
in the DC lore as some
Yeah.
people are. But I think he's a disciple or henchman of Darkseid.
Okay.
So I think he's supposed to bring Darkseid. Like he's kind of like the first villain that shows up before
Oh, the big guy.
Darkseid comes. So we'll see. But again, I'm going in with low expectations. I'm just going into just have a good time and see all the superheroes together. And I'm personally looking forward to is Superman. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. That's the
I
part I'm
love-
thinking about. a lot.
I love Superman on screen. I love seeing the concept of Superman on screen. I think Henry Cavill is great as Superman. I wish that in the last one they would have given him a bigger role, more of a, not backstory, but more of just character development. I thought his chemistry with Lois Lane was
Oh,
excellent.
Amy Adams.
Yes, I thought that was excellent. Those were the bright spots of Batman v Superman when they were on screen together. And I've always said, Man of Steel. I really enjoy Man of Steel. I'm a big fan of Man of Steel, and I really wanted to see another Superman sequel. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Of course, I'm also looking forward to Wonder Woman. Seeing her again on screen, interacting with everybody else. They say the Flash is good, but for some reason, I'm not looking forward to it. There's something
You know-
about it that's just not. It's not clicking with me.
You know, it's weird with me with the Flash also because I'm coming off of the CW, the Flash, which he's more grounded Flash. You know what I mean? Like he's comical, but not too comical. Like I feel like this Flash in this movie feels like a Peter Parker version of the Flash. You understand? What I
Yeah,
mean?
it made me
Like-
think of Spider-Man
Yeah,
in Civil War, actually.
And it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, what's the stupid thing? Oh, when they put the bat signal up, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's you," and then he's like, "Ooh, sorry," and I'm like, "Really? Like, like that's what you're gonna write?" Like, I mean, I'm not looking forward to the Flash. I mean, I think the CGI of him running looks great.
Yeah,
But in terms of like the costume, I don't think looks okay. It looks like a terrible Power Ranger suit. Like a garbage. Yeah, it looks like a horrible Power Rangers.
That a bad Power Ranger.
If you watch the Power Rangers movie, it looks exactly like the Flash. You just cut the mouth and the eyes thing open. It looks exactly like the Power Rangers suit. Nothing different. And I'm not saying it to be like, oh, you're nitpicking. I'm being honest with you. And Pablo saw Power Rangers, and he could testify. He looks exactly like the Red Ranger.
That guy looks like
Yeah.
to put Pablo's story out there like that.
No. I mean, we saw it. We reviewed it in
Yes,
the
we
pod
did.
episode.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
and it was a
Yes,
piece of
we
crap. But I'm just saying is that the Flash don't look that appealing. I'm already annoyed that the Green Lantern should have been one of the heroes in the Justice League.
You know, it could be. I hear that there are some.
Oh yeah, cameo, but he
No,
shouldn't be a cameo.
No, not cameo. Well, it could be cameo. I just read that there's like a few surprises that they were able to keep it a secret from the public, and they're saying to stay away from social media or anything if you want to be pleasantly surprised. So there's a few things, and maybe one of them could be Green Lantern. We don't know.
Yeah, but he should have been. He should have been in Batman v Superman into this movie. Like, if you're gonna put the Justice League together, he should have been part of it. He's a founder of the Justice League, I believe.
Martian Manhunter.
And the Martian Manhunter, right? Which them two are not even in the movie. If they do, whatever. But I just think the DCEU needs to. They need a reboot, and it looks like it's going down that road.
I read something else too, and this made a lot of sense. If this is supposed to be part of a universe that they started putting together half a decade ago, because when Man of Steel came out, that was the first one for the whole universe. So they had a whole plan, and so they had Justice League already planned and envisioned. And this is the best they can do. That's, what does that tell you?
Well, I mean, that's one. I mean, Nick says in the chat, he says Aquaman is going to be the worst one. The King of Atlantis should not be cracking jokes. Hey, let me tell you something, Nick. Batman should not be cracking jokes, and he's cracking a lot of jokes in this movie. And that's another thing that I'm not looking forward to. Because if I see, I swear to God, if I feel like Ben Affleck is the Tony Starks of the Justice League, I will walk out that movie theater. Because
Are you gonna do the walkout again?
I would walk out of the theater
Can
because.
you do me a favor? Can you video that?
Oh, I told my wife to videotape it.
Record yourself walking out of the theater and explain why, and we'll post.
Because Batman should not be the Tony Starks of that team. He's no jokes. Especially when there was another stupid TV spot where the Flash goes, "Oh, what's your superpower?" He goes, "I'm rich," and then he locks the door, and it's like, "Beep, beep, 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 beep." Come on, I'm about to be like,
You want to get nuts? Come on.
because that's what I do in the theater. I don't play. People don't play. I will be just.
You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Yeah, exactly. I'll exactly do that.
I love the end of that when he's just really quiet. Let's get nuts.
Yeah, let's get nuts. I mean, I will go ballistic because he should not be doing that at all. At all. He should not be. I noticed that it's a lot of people, and it's so weird because I know we're going down this trend, and I'm not liking this. And I said it during the Thor review. Marvel is doing the comedic. The movies went from serious, is going down to the comedic. Justice League went from 2 movies that were serious, which was Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Suicide Squad was a joke on itself.
He really was.
And then you have Justice League where everyone's cracking jokes from serious characters.
I've always said I never had an issue with the dark and the grit that DC was doing. They were just bad movies.
Right,
That's it.
and the thing is,
So
and
the tone, I wasn't too, I didn't have a issue with the tone. I really didn't. What I had an issue was with that they were just bad movies and was badly directed,
Yeah.
and there were bad stories. That's it. Because if you look at the Nolan Batman trilogy, those
those
are
were
dark
mad dark.
movies,
Mhm.
and they're amazing.
Yeah,
You
and I
know?
mean it was dark, and the story was very psychotic. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
there
really
were no
sit
jokes
back,
there.
no,
I think there was like maybe one crack in the Dark Knight
yeah,
that I
but it
can
was
think of, and the Dark Knight was. I mean, you have to. I mean, the Dark Knight. You take that movie, if you want to, put all the Marvel, DC, all the superhero movies that ever were made, dating back to when they first started making these, Dark Knight is like up there by
Yeah.
itself. And then you start listening to the other ones. That's how good of a movie the Dark for me was.
The Dark Knight was
The-
my favorite Batman movie.
Yeah, and that was my favorite superhero movie. One of my favorite movies. I think that movie should have been nominated for an
For what?
Oscar.
You talking
Because-
Academy here?
Yeah,
No, it should've won-
that's the level. Of
it should have
movie
won. Honestly, to
that's the
be
level of movie that movie was. Yes, Oscar.
it
Mhm.
should have won. It well not won, but it should have been nominated for Best Picture.
Yes,
For
I
and I'm
totally-
being and I hate Christian Bale. Like I mean,
Mhm.
that's the only reason why I don't watch Dark Knight no more. But if I'm gonna be really serious, that should have been nominated for a Best Picture.
Mhm.
And you know Heath Ledger won for the Joker role, which he
Yeah.
deserved. So
Mhm.
Yeah. The best
but-
Joker.
yeah, and one of the chats said Zack Snyder is the problem. That's why Zack
Yes,
Snyder
I-
is not the problem. I don't think it's Zack Snyder the problem. I mean, directors don't have the control of what the
But
writers put on the
he was in charge of the DC EU.
Yeah, but he did Wonder Woman. I mean, if people are gonna be going crazy, he
I
gave
mean,
this what?
No, he did not do Wonder Woman.
Yes,
I
he
know,
did.
We had this argument
He did
before.
do it.
He was a part of it, but I'm telling you,
story.
he was a part of it by name only. By that time, they already started moving him out.
Did you see the making of
The-
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Did you see the making of Wonder Woman?
Patty Jenkins? Her
Totally different.
stamp
I'm,
is
but,
all over that.
but what I'm asking you is, did you see the making of Wonder Woman?
No,
Where
I
you
didn't
see
that.
Zack Snyder and the writing crew breaking down the movie.
No, I didn't see it.
That's what he did. He did the story. He didn't touch the movie. All he said was, "This is the story arc. We're gonna go right into the Justice League." That's all he did, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. Story by just because they're not gonna throw a guy's name on it. I mean, if that's the case, then everyone's name should be story by. And if the movie sucks, then no, it's not that way. He had an idea going across. It's just that in Batman v Superman, if you see, I don't think Zack Snyder's name is attached to Batman v Superman. Only directed by.
I'm looking here at Nick's saying that Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern might be making up an appearance in the movie. Possible.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's
I mean,
see. Let's see what
they're
happens.
gonna have to for the Justice League itself. They should unite the seven. I mean, they're gonna be uniting a lot. They're gonna be uniting people outside to get their money back. That's what they're gonna be uniting.
You know what, Alex? I'm starting to get the real sense that you're really like anticipating,
Do what?
not to work out so well.
I'm not saying that I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, see, Batman v Superman was not story was by David S. Goyer and Chris Turturro. It wasn't even Zack Snyder attached to that film, only directing.
Okay.
But in terms of Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad. In terms of it's not that I don't want it to. I mean, I want it to succeed, but what it sucks is that every Marvel movie that comes out, it's 70 or above in terms of Rotten scores, Rotten Tomatoes scores. You know, Thor, which I think the third one was the best one out of the three, was a 92. It tied with Wonder Woman. You understand what I mean? But
Which
then when
Thor? The one that just
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok
Was number 3. But then when you put a Thor, and then when you put any DC movie, it starts off at like a 22, and then it starts to work its way up. It's like people nitpick. It's either people nitpick, or the movie is really bad. So it's one or the other. And Nick says on the thing, he goes, I think the big problem is that they rushed the movie It seems like they started filming a few months ago. Well, I think you're right. I think once Batman v Superman finished filming, they went straight into Justice League filming?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Huh?
I don't know. We don't know.
I believe they went. I think they went straight into filming right after Batman v Superman. I think they did. I believe because I think they was like in a tight schedule or some crap like that.
Oh, Hollywood is always in a tight schedule, Alex.
Well, when you make crappy movies, it's in a tight schedule. No, but I'm going to give everyone their Rotten Tomato scores, and then you people be the judge of it. For Pablo said, what you said, 51% is the new one for
51. Yeah,
51. Wonder Woman was 92. Suicide Squad was 26. Batman v Superman was stupid. Batman v Superman was 27. And Man of Steel was 55.
I thought you said Batman v Stupid Man.
Yeah, I was gonna slip right into
it. Sounded like just now.
So if you really look at it, Superman and Wonder Woman are the best ones in the out of the four.
Gotcha.
Because,
I get that.
Yeah, because you pick and choose Batman v Superman. I always thought the Batman scenes were the best ones in the movie.
So here's my thing. If we're talking about this to this extent now, can you imagine next week's podcast?
Well, next week we're not going to cover it as crazy. What? Yeah, I'm not going to go as crazy about it.
Really?
Yeah, what's done is done.
You like the speculation more than the actual.
What you say, Pablo?
The whole show is going to be about it next week.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not going to, honestly, I'm not going to rip it as, I'm just going to say what I thought about it, but I'm not going to go as crazy because I've been saying it since the damn thing got put together. That it was gonna be a crap fest. There's nothing new that they're gonna show me. It's just crap fest. But
all right.
That's what I think. I just think these DC should have went back in the vote. And what sucks is they got great actors, man.
I agree with your wife.
Why don't you work? Aren't you working? No,
she's online
about it for 2 hours.
Well, she's gonna hear it for more than that.
Let's see. You're gonna see it Friday, right?
I'm gonna see it Friday. Then
we're gonna do the podcast that Wednesday, right?
Well,
so that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, you're gonna be ranting for 5 days.
I'm gonna be bitching at you and Ralph.
Why?
You guys your phones are gonna be blown up. Everyone out there ain't gonna listen to what I'll be texting. But my wife is gonna hear it.
I'm walking out of the movie theater right now.
Yeah. If Ben Affleck sounds like Tony Stark, there's gonna be some problems.
I'm gonna FaceTime you two guys right now. Look, I'm walking.
Come on, let's get nuts.
Murder me.
That's what I'm gonna tell the ticket guy. I'm like, yo, is this Justice League movie good before I buy the ticket? And he's gonna go, and I'm gonna be like,
Murder me.
I'm gonna turn it to Christian Bale.
Murder me.
Did you see the new picture of Christian Bale?
Yeah, he's like Uncle Fester.
What?
He gained weight for a new role. Yeah,
he's mad fat and he's bald.
He shaved his head.
Yeah.
Fat and bald.
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
He's playing Meatloaf.
Oh, I didn't know Meatloaf got bald. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he put the wig on. No, I'm just joking. No, but seriously, in terms of Justice League, guys, you've been listening, reading. Everybody's been dying to see when the embryo thing goes off, and it's been coming out before the thing was lifted. The thing was supposed to be lifted tomorrow, and everyone is posting their reviews now. So it's mad funny. He goes, "Did you guys see the Deadpool 2 teaser trailer?" Yes, I did. With the Bob Ross, that thing is hilarious. Did you guys see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
You didn't see it?
The one?
No.
Is that the one where he goes into the telephone booth to try?
No. This one is the new brand.
Came out today.
One.
Oh no,
yeah,
I didn't see it.
And he's dressed like. All right, Pablo didn't see it. He doesn't like spoilers, people. So I can't. Even a teaser, he doesn't like me to talk about it. So do not talk about Deadpool 2. I'm sorry. We gotta take that off the Pablo
the chat list.
Take it off the chat list. Nick says his rant is going to be longer than an actual movie. It's gonna be longer than Batman and v Superman.
It's gonna be called
The director's cut.
It's gonna be the director's cut called. And then after that, the following week, we're gonna get this edition.
You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's
That's gonna be the Let's Get Nuts edition of the Justice League.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are done with the Justice League?
Oh,
Yeah,
done
we're
with
done. I'm
Huh?
done.
Are you done with it?
There's nothing left to do but to watch it now.
No,
Let's
yeah,
go
pretty
back to
much.
Halloween.
Let's go back to Halloween.
Let's go back to Halloween. Yeah,
Nick
let's find out
around
how they're
when-
screwing up
when
the
we're
whole
going
thing.
Huh?
How they're screwing up the whole thing.
I don't think they're screwing up the whole thing.
I'm not getting into this
Come on,
again.
come on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I do want to talk about a particular TV show, though. If you mind me the time.
Is it Walking Dead?
No, it's not Walking Dead.
That's gonna
What
be
is it?
another 2-hour rant.
What is it?
I'm not gonna rant for 2 hours.
What's the
No,
TV show?
Alex gonna rant for 2 hours.
About Walking Dead?
No. Actually, I'm. I've been watching American Horror Story Cult.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't know. Have you guys seen it yet, or?
Well,
Have-
you reviewing it? Is this part of cinema?
Is
today?
this part of cinema today? Is it reviewing?
We're doing reviews, aren't we?
No, we're doing news.
No, we're doing news.
Oh, we're still doing. We've been doing news for like an hour. All right, go ahead.
No, we were talking about Halloween and Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League, the Rotten Tomatoes that they're the leak.
Yeah, but
Stop.
I want to review American Horror Story. So
We
So
are
you
gonna
have to wait
do
for
that.
the jingle.
Yeah, you gotta
I'll
wait
wait
for
for
the
the
cinema
jingle.
today.
Gotta play the
I
jingle.
apologize. I'm sorry, everybody out there.
But one thing I do want to bring up
I got
before
into
we go
the-
to the jingle
You have another.
is that
Okay.
Ryan Johnson is doing a new Star Wars trilogy,
Yes.
and everyone wants to know what could it be? Can it
What,
be
he
what
said
Alex
that
said?
it's-
Alex said smugglers and bounty hunters.
Maybe.
Or-
Well, here's the thing. Okay,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna quickly say because remember, he was supposed to do 9.
He
was
should
supposed
have
to direct 9, and then he dropped out, and people started freaking out, and then they got J.J. Abrams.
No. He wasn't supposed to do 9. Somebody else was supposed to have done 9, and that person got done.
It was the guy-
You're
it
right.
was-
You're right. My bad. Yes, right. It was Colin Trevorrow,
No.
guy who
It-
did the Jurassic World. He was supposed to do 9.
Yes.
Yes,
they
and,
gave
he
him-
got dropped. And no, that was it. And then people started saying that it should have been Ryan
Johnson.
Johnson. He should have done 9. And then they got J.J. Abrams. And then that's when people started speculating. Well,
Yeah.
how come they get this guy? Is Last Jedi going to be any good? Now, the fact that they're going to give him
a 3-movie.
a 3-movie thing tells you that this guy must have done a good job with this one.
You know,
Yeah.
and the thing I wanted to bring up was one of the episodes I talked about it, and I said if his movie was going to be really good, you should have gave him 9 because he's a super fan of Star Wars. He said he was a
Mhm.
big fan growing up. Now that they're giving him a new a new trilogy,
Mhm.
right? Does it feel like they need to lock him up into like a 10-picture deal? Because like I don't know, I just feel like Star Wars is going to get run down. They're going to milk it as much as they could because now with the Disney app coming out, they're going to do the TV show.
Mhm.
They're going to be milking a lot of Star Wars. But that's another time because that's a lot of information. I mean, I know everybody out there is like, "Oh my god, it's talking Star." That's another time because that's going to be another 2-hour talk about.
Well,
Star Wars.
Ralph
Ralph-
wanted to mention,
Yeah. Ralph, say
No,
what you got to say about the trilogy.
The new trilogy, I don't know what it's going to be composed of. I know there's 2 aspects of Star Wars people love. The whole Jedi thing, the Force, dark side, light. And then there's the other side with the smugglers, like what you were talking about, So I don't know what direction they're going to go with this new trilogy that's coming out. I do know this. They said that Ryan Johnson was quoted as saying this wasn't going to involve the Skywalkers at
Mhm.
all.
Well, that's
But
a good thing.
Well, yeah, I agree. It is a good thing because there's so much more out there you could do.
Imagine they
Star
could do Rebels live action.
That would be hot, actually.
Oh, I
But-
would love it.
But what I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing in the future is them making a trilogy. Maybe this is what Ryan Johnson is going to do. I don't know. A trilogy that has to do with,
Sith?
the Sith War that happened thousands of years before the events of the movies that we are so familiar with and love so much. So, there's so much story there. There's so much lore there.
I kind of
put it
agree
on
with you.
Green You know how Darth Bane started the rule of two. You know that whole only two Sith, no more, no less, that we learned about in episode 1.
Mhm.
How that was established by Darth Bane. He was the one who started that. You know, during the Battle of Rusin, 1,000 years before the events that we've seen in the film. So that, you know, to see that happen on the big screen, I would love that. Darth Bane and his apprentice Xana, Darth Xana. You know, that would be amazing.
And
I read there's a series of books that came out that cover this whole thing, and I read it and I was glued to it and I loved it. I was like, my God, you know, there's this whole and it's not just that. There's so much more. So much more. There's Darth Bane, there's Darth Revan, Darth Plagueis. Well,
Darth Vader.
let's wait. No, we did Darth Vader already. We're done.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Oh, you guys are funny.
No, but seriously, that's another time we could do that in December when we break down all the Star Wars.
Well, we're doing the contest.
Yeah, when we do the contest, we could even do the whole month of Star Wars if you want to do, which we all could dress up if you want.
Actually, you know, I mentioned this to you, Alex, a little while ago. I don't know if Pablo, you got it. There's a bar in the city that is gonna have a Star Wars theme during the month of December. That if you book tickets in advance,
no, it's December through February.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, because I was gonna do it for my birthday, so I was gonna invite everybody.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's a dark side bar.
It's called the Dark Side Bar.
Yeah,
and you go and you could dress up. They say you could dress up in your favorite Star Wars get up and stuff, and it'll be all good. If not, that's cool too. They said, but you could go, and it's called Dark Side Bar, and it looks like fun. You know, I want to go. I'm dying to go.
I was thinking of doing it for my birthday, invite everybody, and then dress up like Kylo Ren, the princess version without the mask. Princess Ren. No, but all right, so let's get right into Cinema Today.
This week on Cinema Today.
So, of course, number 1 was Thor Ragnarok. I mean, we kind of knew Thor was going to be number 1. But let's see what it grossed. Did it go over 220 million domestic?
Oh man,
is that good or bad?
That's for 2 weeks. That's really good.
Yeah, domestically it did 440.
Wait,
I'm sorry. Foreign it did 440.
Okay. All right.
Not, I mean, domestically the 220, foreign 440. The worldwide total of $660 million
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Justice League ain't coming near that. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not trying to be bad. I'm gonna tell you right now, Alex predictions right now from the great Altini. Justice League is gonna make 110 million. The first week.
Yeah, that's what it's tracking right now.
Yeah, it's gonna say 110, and then the following week is gonna take an ill dip. Ain't gonna make another 100 after that. It's gonna make like 60 to 70, I believe. But anyway, that's Thor Ragnarok. Another movie that came out this week is with Johnny Depp, and a bunch of the and Michelle Pfeiffer, called The Murder on Oriental Express.
The Murder on the Orient Express. It's actually a remake of a classic film.
The 70s, yeah.
From the 70s, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I might want to go see it because I kind of like those murder mystery.
I want to see it too. I'm intrigued.
And then Daddy's Home came out, part 2, and that's pretty much it. Those are three new movies. 2 new movies that came out: Murder on the Train, and then you got Daddy's Home 2 with Mel Gibson.
Great.
So Thor is still number 1. Will Thor still be number 1 by this Friday?
Well, let's see how well Justice League goes.
Do you think Friday everyone will go see Thor versus Justice League?
You know what you're gonna do, Alex? You're gonna walk out in the middle of Justice League and walk right into the theater where they're playing Thor, and you're gonna see that again.
I will see it again.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be honest with you. I will sit right. I will whatever. They could comedy me up, even with the Hulk talking like an idiot. Me fire, you
fire, Hulk, me. He sounds like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
He did,
right?
Oh my God, he did.
We're like home, Caesar, home. Imagine Caesar and Hulk having a conversation.
They're the same person. You don't know who it is.
They wouldn't get around. They wouldn't get far.
Yeah, no, but all right. So let's get into some movie reviews and TV reviews because Ralph wants to do TV. Pablo, you want to go first this round? I think I went first last week. Did I? I think I went first.
All right. So it's just a couple of things that I saw. I finally got to see Cars 3 this weekend.
Okay.
I know they reviewed it over the summer. It was a summer movie. I just never got a chance to see it in the movie theater, and I just saw it over the weekend. And I was never a fan of the Cars franchise. I thought the original Cars was probably what the weakest of the Pixar movies for me. And then when they announced that they were going to do a sequel to Cars 2, I was like, of all the Pixar movies, this is the sequel you're going to do. And then I saw Cars 2. I was not a fan of it, so maybe that's why this one I skipped it in movie theater. But let me tell you, this was by far the best of the 3 Cars movies. It was really good. Story was good. It was your typical Pixar movie. I mean, it looks gorgeous. I mean, you can't go wrong with Pixar when it comes to that, the animation. But just I know we reviewed it. I know Alex reviewed it over the summer, so I'm just gonna say that for me, it's definitely the best of the Cars. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time.
I agree. When I did the review when we saw it that week, I said the same thing. I think that was the best one, hands down. And then to me, Cars 2 was second best because I like the whole spy thing. So I thought that was part 2. The first one was kind of weak, but I love Cars 3. It was really good. Yeah. Ralph, did you
see it, Ralph?
I did not. I'm not a Cars fan.
He's gonna wait 5 years and then.
I like Toy Story. I like the Finding Nemo. I love all those other Pixar films, but Cars.
Okay.
I'm not too crazy about.
It's not for everyone.
It's kind of boring.
Kind of boring. Whoa.
To me. Okay. Enjoy it.
Come on, let's get nuts.
So go ahead. What do you want to? What's the next one, Pablo?
The other one is a Netflix comedy series, original Netflix comedy series, Master of None. I started watching that. I've been hearing good things about it, and it's a really good original comedy.
What's it about?
Episode 6. It's the comedian from Parks and Recs, Ozzy Anari.
Okay,
that's his name. Is he Parks and Recs or is he Community? I think Parks and Recs.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay,
I don't know who the guy is.
Who that?
I could look it up.
Ozzy Anari, I think is.
It's all right, but
yeah.
So what's it about?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see what he was on. I think it was Parks and Recs. But anyways, it's he plays like an actor who does a lot of commercials and small bit roles in movies, and he lives in the city. He has friends, and it just follows his life, like, and that's about it. That's really what the premise is. But it's
like our friend Rich.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But it's really good. It's a really good original show. And I read an article a few days ago in which they listed the top 40 original Netflix original shows based on the ratings that, how you can rate shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
Based on that rating. And I thought that on the top, you would see like House of Cards or Orange is the New Black or even Stranger Things, but they weren't even like in the top 10. But this one was number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I forget what number 1 was. Number 1 was some series that I never heard of. And I was like, wow, this is number 1, the highest rated Netflix original. But anyway, Master of None is the show. If you're looking for an original comedy, it's adult comedy, so it's don't watch it with your kids. It's adult humor.
Come on, kids, let's go see this.
But it's really good, and there were a few episodes there that my wife and I were like laughing out loud, like those hysterical laughs. Really, really good, really funny stuff. So
looking forward to it. I'm gonna check it out. What's it called again?
Master of None.
Master of None. Got it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. And that's about it. That's all I saw this week.
So, okay. You want to do yours? Or you want me to go?
Yeah. I was watching American Horror Story. I've been watching American Horror Story Cult. That is the current theme this season for American Horror Story. And I'm gonna say, um, I find it intriguing. Not love. I'm not gonna say I love it, but I like the whole. If you watch it, there's a lot of references to our current political climate. Let me put it to you that way. And then, in contrast to that, there is also this whole thing about cults, right? They refer to Jim Jones, the famous Jim Jones cult. You know, they talk about David Koresh, and they talk about the Comet Hale-Bopp people that committed mass suicide in 1997 or in 98, I think. I don't know, one of those years. And but what interests me about American Horror Story, and I think they've been doing this for since its beginning, when it first came out, is that they really try to take it over the top. Like they really, like there are moments when you go, I don't know if I could keep watching this. It's really over the top. Like I wouldn't, like, I'll tell you the truth. Not even 10 years ago, anyone would dare put something like this on TV.
Mhm.
The things they show, the horrible. I mean, when it's called American Horror Story, that is an understatement. I mean, they really try to go for the shock value
Mhm.
that many horror movies in general have done throughout the years, on and off. Depending on the kind of movie you're into.
It's hard to shock people nowadays. I mean,
Yeah, but when you watch
see it
American
all.
Horror Story, I'd be like, dang. Like it even, like, I don't know, like Wes Craven probably would have been like, oh, dang, man, would you calm down? Like it's like that. And I'm not saying it's bad as a result. I'm just saying that, for those of you who can really stomach it, by all means, watch it. It's just a TV series nonetheless.
Mm.
But it has a strong message. Like I said, it refers to a lot of stuff that's happening in our nation in our time. But but it still sticks to its tradition of being as gory and as shocking as it can possibly get. You know who's in it? Billy Lord. You know who that is?
No.
She is Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Oh, okay.
She was in episode
Yeah, she's
7.
in-
She
yeah,
was
she's
kind of
in
like sitting in the
episode
back, but she's gonna be in The Last Jedi as well.
Mhm.
And the word is that she has a bigger role there, So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But she's been amazing in American Horror Story. She's really on carrying the tradition to her mom, who was awesome. So, and that's all I got.
Oh, okay. So I got a few things. So
Cool.
today I was like, oh man, let me go see Atomic Blonde. So I was like, let me rent Atomic Blonde, right? I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna like this. That was a piece of trash.
It was.
It was a piece of trash.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have liked it.
No, I was trying to, but it didn't work. That's the first things first.
You walked out of the theater.
No, I mean, I
Walked out
rented
his
it.
living room.
Yeah, I walked out
You
my
walked
living
out of the
room.
living room.
I went to the Apple and said, "Give me my money back." So David Lynch is the director from John Wick. He was a co-director because there was another one. You know what? He should stick to John Wick because man, there ain't no way. First of all, it's not the John. When you saw the trailer and you saw her doing all the Tati Quieto hits on everybody, she's whooping them from here to there. That's the whole action of the movie. Everything you saw in the trailer is pretty much what you're getting in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, you're not getting nothing else because everything was just straight yapping, and it was just a weird movie. First of all, it took place in 1980, and I'm getting tired of the whole 1980 taking place. It's already they raping that thing also. They milking it. It's gonna start to get annoying. So I'm already getting tired of that timeline. So that's maybe one of the points of the movies where I got annoyed. The soundtrack was good. John Goodman was good. Charlize Theron was excellent. I'm not saying that she was horrible. She's a great action chick. But again, this movie was not. It was very boring. It was very slow. And I know the movie was pretty bad for me when I started to work on stuff for the podcast while watching it. And I was just like, I already knew it. I was like, And I'm a big fan of spy movies. Like I can sit down through 25 007 movies, and I will recite them all and everything. But this one was just like, it was. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know if anyone out there wants to see Atomic Blonde. But it was just a weird movie. David Lynch does excellent action. He's a very good stunt coordinator. You know, he knows how to shoot action scenes.
Yeah.
But this was just a bad. I mean, coming from John Wick 2, and then you're doing this. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 76, but it didn't do good in the theater. So, and supposedly her character is in the same time in same universe as John Wick. So I don't know if they're gonna do this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if her
But it's
character is
different timeline.
huh?
Different timeline.
Well, I mean, she's in the 80s. She could be an older person, like a you understand what I mean? Like a white.
yeah.
I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick said I thought Atomic Blonde was okay, not great, but not terrible. The thing was terrible, bro. It was not even okay. It was bad. I was like,
It's all right.
no, like I said, I mean, if you enjoyed it, Nick, more power to you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Pablo has the attention span of a slug. So once 2 minutes happens and it ain't good, he's gonna shut the damn thing off. And I tell you, the first 2 minutes of the movie, she's butt naked on the damn tub. So I was like, oh boy. I was like, okay, this reminded me of Casino Royale. I don't know if you've ever seen Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, his first 007 movie.
No, I didn't. I'm not into 007 like that, but go ahead.
Well, in that movie, it starts off with him doing his first kill. That's the first. That was like the first thing, which was amazing. It was. I still think Casino Royale is the best one out of the whole.
I agree.
Out of the whole Daniel Craig series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That's my favorite 007. But that's not the most successful.
No, successful is
Skyfall.
Skyfall. Yeah, Skyfall is my second one. To me, Skyfall was really good. Spectre was phenomenal. It's just it wasn't as crazy. And then the wackest one was Quantum of Solace. That was garbage. Because that's the one that came right after the success of Casino Royale. But Casino Royale was, like I said, it was a great movie. Skyfall was there. Spectre or whatever went back to the 80s style of 007 of the whole over the top action. But it was really good. I enjoy all of those things. The Roger Moore era. That was pretty much where they took that movie's route. The Roger Moore route.
A little campy.
Yeah, very campy. Yeah. Him driving the airplane, crashing through two trees, and he's sliding down behind the car shooting. I'm like, this is awesome. But I'm like, everybody's like, well, double A. Nah, Fast and the Furious got some bad action scenes. So don't bring up 007s on me. But anyway, in terms of Atomic Blonde, again, you choose if you like it. If not, then there. But and then another thing I seen was Gotham has been gory this week.
Really?
Yo, dude, when I tell you gory, Lord Almighty, gory. I mean, Solomon Grundy, like, I'm Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. That's his stupid thing. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. He ripped the dude's arm off his socket. You saw it, and he's beating him with it. I was amazed. And
That's like something Jason would do in Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I got to see that. That's great.
Dude,
oh my God.
He ripped the arm out the socket and beat the dude. They beat him.
It sounds like a cartoon.
Well, I mean, it's Gotham. So it's like, holy crap. And it was awesome. I was like, the direction they've been taking Gotham now, I'm like, finally. I was like, someone has got the cojones to start showing what Gotham is really about. Not the what do you want to call it? Like, oh, you get shot and you don't show it. Like, TV show. Like now Professor Pig is awesome. The dude is awesome. He pulled the Saw this week on Jim Gordon. He needed the pin in it. Yeah. It was amazing. Like he was talking to Professor Pig, and I'm like, wow. I was like, this is a sentimental part of the show. I'm like, I was getting touched, and Jim Gordon's like, I'm gonna put GCPD back on the map and all this crap, and I'm like, you go do it, Jim. You go do it. And then at the end of the thing, he gets the phone call, and he does the sound, like the pig sound that he does when he talks.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when the camera goes back, it was him. He had the knife in the thing, like Saw. He's going, been in it. And I was like, yes, I love you. And I mean, Gotham has been doing really well ever since they stopped Bruce Wayne going down the Batman path. They're concentrating on Jim Gordon trying to save the the Gotham City Police Department. Yeah, and he became captain.
Keep it there.
Yeah, he became captain. I was like, this is awesome.
It's climbed to being commissioner.
That was my only gripe with Gotham. Keep it Jim Gordon. Forget about Bruce Wayne. Forget about Batman, because that's what everybody wants to see. Just keep it on the detective. Just keep it Jim Gordon, because the guy is he's a great actor. But anyway, Gotham was good this week.
Yay.
Supergirl. I've been hooked on Supergirl.
Okay.
It's been better than The Flash, way better than Arrow, way better than Legends of Tomorrow. And it's sad for me to say this, but Supergirl got 10 times better in the writing, and the special effects is crazy. It's been
really?
Yeah, it's like watching a movie.
Really?
Yeah, she grabbed a plane. She grabbed the plane, she ripped it in half, and she was holding the plane while flying, and the chick had to climb to get out of it, and she goes, you have to jump. I can't hold both. And then the chick jumped, and she went pin, 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 pin. Do
they have the theme for that?
No. This is my fight song. This is my fight song.
Is Superman still there, or they got rid of him?
Oh, they got rid of him mad fast. You think I'm gonna keep Superman on the show? Hell no. The Warner Brothers ain't that dumb. They were like, we're gonna give you for the ratings boost, and then we're gonna take him out. But one thing they did do, which is really good, is if you watch Smallville, if any of you guys watched Smallville,
yeah, I used to love watching.
Supergirl says in one of the flashback scenes, she says, I need to send this to my friend, to my cousin Clark, which he has a friend Chloe who has a weird wall in her room, and she hacks into stuff. And I was like, oh my god, they linking Smallville. I was like mad crazy. I was like, oh my god. I was like, this show's amazing.
But they ain't bringing in the actress though. I'll tell you that right now.
Who?
They're not bringing the actress that played Chloe.
No, the only chick they brought back is Lois Lane from Smallville.
No, but I'm saying because
same actress.
It's the same actress that played Lois Lane in Smallville.
Lois Lane, yeah.
She's Supergirl's mother,
but
in the show.
But I'm saying is that they're not going to bring.
She's not Lois Lane then.
No. She's not Lois, but everyone knows her from Smallville as Lois Lane. Like that's her big role. But anyway, what happened, Pablo?
No,
why not?
Because she's caught up in some satanic cult.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. What's wrong with that?
Right, you can be satanic cult. That's okay.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
sacrifice a cat. All right.
He was on the news like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
She's like involved in some crazy.
Oh, and in real life, you mean?
Yeah, in real life.
Not Chloe, not the character.
No, but the actress, the girl who played her.
Yeah, really?
Oh, I didn't know.
About some crazy stuff, kidnapping kids, or some weird stuff like some.
What?
Yeah, I think she got arrested. She's in jail. Some craziness.
No,
I think she touched kryptonite.
Yo, that's crazy.
That kryptonite, because in Smallville, everybody had kryptonite. Remember that season 1? Everybody found kryptonite.
Yeah, everybody got kryptonite in their pocket.
Different color kryptonite.
Yeah, it was purple, blue, green. I was like, where the hell you get kryptonite this week on
kryptonite kiosk in the mall?
Yeah, remember they had the guy from Wonder Years as the coach, and he had the pyro.
Everyone had kryptonite. Except Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor never had it. I was like, what the hell? I was like, you're the main villain, and you don't got kryptonite, but you can walk like across the street, and it's laying right there on the damn ground.
Yeah, he was
kryptonite.
Lex Luthor.
I want him to be in the movie.
He was a good Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I wanted him to be in the Batman v Superman movie.
Yep.
Why don't they just get him?
because they have this thing now with the what's this thing? I think Zack Snyder said it best. If you're a TV actor, you stay with the TV, and then the movies
Why
are the
put
big
people in a
boys.
box like that? I think that's ridiculous.
That
Because
was
that's-
such a long time ago.
Yeah, I tell you right
Oh.
now, this Justice League movie, if you would have did it with the guys from the TV, it would have did 10 times better. If you had the Flash as Grant Gustin,
Yeah.
and then you have Green Arrow as Steve Amell, oh my god, I would be going crazy. I'm like, oh yes. And then Batman, of course, would be Bruce Wayne, would be Ben Affleck, and then Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and then Henry Cavill. That's it. And then Cyborg could be the same guy because they never showed him on the TV.
Right.
So you can have the TV show actors crossing over with the movie. Come on, man, that's smart, and that's what the reason why Marvel is succeeding over DC. They're having their television shows cross over to the movies. Agents of Shield,
Yes.
crossover.
Speaking of which, Punisher premiered.
Drops Friday.
Yeah, and that's been getting mixed reviews too.
Really?
Yeah,
They're saying it's bad.
Yeah, it's getting some across the board. Everyone says that he's great as Punisher. I forget his name. John
Rosenthal.
Yes.
Or Boston. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Shane.
John, sorry if you're listening.
I
Shane
call
from
him Kurt
Walking Dead.
Angle's cousin. Kurt Angle.
But yeah, but it's getting mixed reviews. Still though, I'm there.
I'm there too with my gun and my M16.
Oh my god.
I'm polishing it. But
Yeah, I'm
before
ready
we
for that.
end,
Oh, can I say something before we end? Before you wrap it up?
well, I wasn't gonna wrap it up. I was gonna bring in something new. But go ahead.
Oh,
Say what you gotta say.
it was something I wanted to talk really quickly about Walking Dead. This week's Walking Dead episode.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say something shocking and revealing to you, Ralph. You ready for this?
Oh god.
Wait, let me guess. You're gonna stop watching it. Oh, okay, good. What is it?
No. This week's episode was actually pretty good.
Really?
Yes. I almost made Alex.
Are you sure to that feeling?
Yeah, it was actually a very good episode.
Do that again.
Ralph is going.
My man.
That's Ralph.
Oh my god.
Pablo fell off his chair.
Tell me about that.
I was gonna say, that was Ralph. He's like,
My man.
Wait, Alex. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Ralph, Walking Dead was really good.
My man.
I love Walking Dead. Pablo, tell me what was it about it that was so good this week?
I thought that the pacing was good. I thought we got to finally figure out what their plan is all about, and there was good drama, there was good tension, the directing was good, the acting was good. Carol, she steals the show, man. Yes, she's the MVP of that show.
Yeah, she really is.
She's great. And then the chase scene at the end was good.
Oh,
And now we finally figure out why they were doing, what the plan was all about.
to get the guns.
Yeah, to get those type of guns. Because the first 3 episodes, they're all shooting and they're breaking into it. And I'm like, what's going on?
They drew the walkers over to the sanctuary. They're breaking in. Now the sanctuary walls are broken down. The walkers are all over the place.
But we didn't know about the secret weapon. We didn't know about why they were at that compound to begin with. Like it was very all distorted. It didn't make sense.
Now it does.
Now it does. I think.
Got it. All right, very good, Pablo.
So anyway, I wanted to say that. Yep.
Yay!
Turn to the dark side for Ralph. One thing before I want to wrap up, I just want to talk a little bit about Survivor Series this Sunday.
Oh, WWE.
Yes, a little bit WWE because Raw and SmackDown got a little bit good this week.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's good.
So Raw was actually really, really, really good. For the Raw's been a little bit lately. It's been a little garbage, but
What happened?
it got really good. Triple H came out. I said, "Oh my god!" I was gonna take my SmackDown Live shirt and throw it in the garbage and get a Raw shirt because I ordered a SmackDown shirt live.
So what happened? What happened?
That's my
Triple
team.
H came out and
So what happened was, what's his name? Jordan is Kurt Angle's son. In the story.
Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's legitimate son, right?
Okay.
So Stephanie McMahon came back since out of an 8-month hiatus because no one's seen her in 8 months
Since WrestleMania.
After Triple H knocked her into the table and broke.
Yeah.
Which didn't even look like he did anything to her. But anyway, so she came back and she told him that SmackDown came into Raw. They whooped their butts, which if everybody looked back in the footage, SmackDown came to Raw and beat all the B-listers because there was no A-listers there except Dean and Roman Reigns. There was no Braun Strowman. There was no Samoa Joe. There was no Finn Balor. I'm telling you, everyone that got whooped on Tuesday, that's their full roster.
They got released today.
Yeah, that got released. Yeah.
Released them today.
Yeah, so pretty much they wasn't back there on Monday when the whole Shane McMahon went and did that whole beating up everybody. They beat up the small guy, the pawns of Raw, because I was like, there's no way SmackDown has a better roster than Raw, and you ain't selling me on that piece of crap. But I like Small as a brand. I like SmackDown as a brand. That's why I brought my SmackDown Live shirt.
Did you see Nick?
Huh?
Apollo Crews is an A-lister.
Yeah, he's not an A-lister. He's with Titus O'Neil. Who are the first dudes that SmackDown beat down? It was Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews.
Titus O'Neil. Listen, let me tell you real quick. I went to a Monday Night Raw last year, the one right after Survivor Series.
Okay.
And Titus O'Neil came out to do a promo.
It was
and
horrible.
He has bad mic skills. He came out.
I think everybody got bad mic skills.
For him, and he kept fumbling over the words,
Yeah.
and the crowd just like
Gave it to him?
Gave it to him, and I felt like I was there, and I felt bad for Titus O'Neil.
Some people
Because-
just don't have the skills. That's all.
Yeah, he was terrible. He was so bad.
So Rob, so basically SmackDown invaded Raw. Stephanie got mad because he allowed that to happen.
Okay.
Then Kurt Angle somehow he put security guards all over the place, and the New Day came into the arena, which I started laughing. I'm like, wait, if you put security out, how did New Day come into this place? Titus O'Neil is better on the mic than Roman Reigns. Man, does he suck. Yeah, but you know what? Roman Reigns make more money than Titus O'Neil in the company. So then, right, then all of a sudden, Stephanie McMahon says, then you have your legitimate son as the 5th member of Raw. So then during a match that night, Bray Wyatt comes back from his disease. I don't know what disease he had, and Roman Reigns, they were out for weeks and months.
In real
They
life,
were sick. Yeah, they were really sick. So
Mhm.
they were gone.
Okay.
So Bray Wyatt came back. I love Bray Wyatt when he was on SmackDown.
Oh,
I think
can't
he was
stand him.
he's a
I'm
really
not
good wrestler,
I don't like him as a wrestler.
and I think he has great mic skills.
Mhm.
When he does the whole promo thing, the crazy promo,
You like that stuff?
I love that stuff. He was like, Randy Orton. That's my thing. He's like, so I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, he whooped him. He hurt his knee in the match, a fake knee. And basically, Kurt Angle had to give him the boot from Team Raw and announce a 5th member. So Stephanie, Kurt Angle looked like he been through hell and back because my man is standing like Ozzy Osbourne. He goes like, hey! And
He comes out. I know what you're talking about.
No, he stands like this. He's like this, standing in the ring. like
Like
a
a T-Rex.
velociraptor. He's like, he's standing there like he's like a damn dinosaur. He's just like this, right? And I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, Kurt Angle is showing his age. So all of a sudden, Stephanie McMahon comes out. She goes, announce it already, and then Kurt Angle's looking dumbfounded, like he did steroids or something. He's just standing there like this, like, huh? And then all of a sudden, Triple H comes out, all mean, fixing his tie, and I went ballistic. I was going crazy, and I'm like, oh my god! And he gets in the ring, and he goes, if you're not gonna announce it, then I'm gonna announce it. I'm the 5th member of Team Raw. Dunk, dunk, and then the whole crowd was like pedigree. They all chanted pedigree, and he pedigreed his son. In front of Kurt Angle. And I'm like, wait a minute, who wrote this stupid thing? Because the minute Triple H was in front of my son and he kicked him in the gut, you best to be sure I'm gonna hit him with the Olympic slam. There's no way in hell.
The angle slam, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which looked god awful on SmackDown. It looked like he took an adrenaline shot in the back, because when he picked up Shane, he looked like he almost dropped him on his neck. Yeah, Kurt Angle don't look good. And they're gonna do this whole WrestleMania Kurt Angle versus Triple H angle. Triple H is gonna carry the whole match. And it's gonna be
is that what they're prepping for?
Oh, yeah, because you already know Sunday Kurt Angle is gonna hit Triple H with the Olympic slam and throw Shane McMahon on top of him for them to lose.
Well, Kurt Angle has a neck injury.
Huh?
Kurt Angle has a neck injury. He can't really wrestle anymore.
Well, that's
why he's been doing what he's been doing.
Yeah, I mean, he wrestled with the Shield, but I mean, he got hit and then he went to the back and came back.
They protected him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the angle they're going for, is the Triple H and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and that's why what's his name, Daniel Bryan. That's why Daniel Bryan is gonna come back. Also, I have a feeling Daniel Bryan is the one that let Raw come into the building and beat the crap out of SmackDown. So then at WrestleMania, Shane versus Daniel Bryan, which everybody wanted.
He can't wrestle either.
He could wrestle. It's just that they're not letting him.
Yeah, they haven't cleared him because of neck injury too.
No, yeah, but he could wrestle. He said it even on the Total Divas, and if you watch those things, he's been
cleared by the doctors.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why everyone's leaving WWE and going to Ring of Honor, because it's like they're like, okay. I mean, that's another situation. Let's see what Nick says. Nick said, if you're talking about WWE, you have to talk about the big breaking news of today. James No Chin Music Ellsworth got released. It's a sad day for wrestling fans. He was a piece of trash.
Yeah, he was.
He was not good. I think I could wrestle better than James Ellsworth. Daniel Bryan will be in the Ring of Honor by September. I called it. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be in Ring of Honor, and everyone's going to stop watching WWE.
Oh, boy.
That's never going to happen.
What? Everybody's the ratings has been down in WWE, and
that's true. The ratings has been down,
and Ring of Honor's ratings has been going up.
Yeah, I don't see any other brand giving WWE like a really big competition. I think the closest thing was WCW back in the days.
I'll tell you right now, the only reason WCW went against Raw is because they had production money and they had a name behind them. If Ring of Honor gets somebody with money and production, I guarantee you Ring of Honor will take on Raw mad fast. And I bet you they'll win because their wrestling. I actually sat down through a Ring of Honor and I was like, this is way better than Raw or SmackDown.
I actually went to a Ring of Honor event with my friend Jamel like a year ago or something like that. I had fun, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, WWE's been, if it's not something leading up to a big pay-per-view event, it's been crap. It's been god awful. The Divas stink. I mean, they're all good wrestlers.
Well, be careful. There's a new one coming in, and she's from Japan, and she's really good. I forgot her name.
Asuka?
I don't remember the name. I just know she's legendary in Japan, and she's coming into the WWE. They've been advertising it lately.
Well, Asuka came from NXT, and they put her in crappy people.
Yeah,
because she was 10 times better in NXT than she is on Raw.
Yeah, Asuka,
it's Asuka. Yes, they've been crapping her. Vince McMahon don't know what to do with his people. You have Charlotte Flair, which is the best wrestler in SmackDown, finally gets the belt back. And then after she defends it against Alexa Bliss, which I think she's also another excellent wrestler, but there's no way Alexa Bliss is going to beat Charlotte unless someone interferes, which would be Ronda Rousey. If they're going to start the whole WrestleMania thing, because she's already signed with WWE.
Signed with WWE.
Yeah, so unless she comes in this pay-per-view and hits her with some type of submission move, and I don't know. This Sunday is going to be epic. I think it's going to be a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, Survivor Series is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good, and then it's going to fall off for a few months, and then
we're all going to go to
what do you guys think about AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar? I think that match is going to be crap. Because AJ Styles is going to make this guy look good. Because Brock only does 2 moves. He does the suplex and he does the F5. Other than that,
isn't that the way of it, though, with the real big guys? They just do 2 moves and everybody goes nuts.
You know what? Not true. Samoa Joe he's good.
He's good.
He could do a lot of moves, and he's a big dude. Braun Strowman.
I think Lesnar, he needs to go. I think it's time for him to go. Brock
yeah,
Lesnar.
yeah. Brock Lesnar needs to go also.
No,
Um,
Braun Strowman. I like Braun
No,
Strowman.
no, no. I like him too, but I think they use
they
him
messed
weak.
him up. They messed him up with Brock Lesnar, man. They
Yeah,
look weak.
yeah. He's not been as good.
People are
But
tired of Brock Lesnar.
yeah, Brock Lesnar. He comes in every other week. My thing is the John Cena thing. John Cena has not performed with WWE since the whole Raw crap, and then all of a sudden he's named for SmackDown. I'm like, for that point, you should just ask The Rock to be one of the members of SmackDown. If you're gonna get dudes that haven't wrestled, you should just ask like Mick Foley and everyone to come back.
No, those are older wrestlers. So.
Yeah, but John Cena, like, what? Who the hell cares about John Cena? We already know in this match he ain't gonna do crap.
I'm tired of John Cena.
Was he there when Raw beat the crap out of the SmackDown?
That's Nick's favorite wrestler. So
Who? John Bum Cena?
John Cena.
Oh, boy. Bum Cena. John Cena. Nick, you like John Cena, bro? Do you wear the bling bling? Huh? Can you see me now? Can you see me now?
You can't.
No, but seriously. And then Booker T. That dude must have been snorting coke. Oh,
What? Why?
oh man, he hates you right now, bro. Booker T must have been snorting coke this Monday, bro.
Why?
Booker
Because
T, he's
Booker
he's on
T-
he's on his own. He's in his own world.
Yeah, he was talking about a match, and he started talking about Survivor Series 94 and 95, and the announcers were like, what are you talking about? He's like, let me tell you something. When we were in Survivor Series 94, 95, and then the announcers are like, Booker, what are you talking about? He's like,
You weren't
"Hey,
there."
I was doing the spin Rooney.
Booker
You were in
T, we had a
WCW.
commercial break. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, and then when he comes back, he's like, we're live. I did the spin Rooney, and I was I'm King Booker. And then remember my bit, I'm Obi Book Kenobi, people. Remember when he did the Obi, when him and Goldust did the Star Wars thing with the lightsaber? You never seen that, Rob?
No, actually, no. I should see.
So
my God, I
Goldust-
didn't know that.
Goldust came in with the Star Wars. It was one of the Star Wars movies came out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Goldust was dressed like a star, like
Did
Darth
he
Vader.
bring a Skywalker lightsaber like the
He
one
had
we're
the-
gonna have for the contest?
No, he had a plastic one, and he was Darth Vader, right?
Oh,
So
God.
he came into the locker room, and him and Booker T was partners. And Booker T's like, "What's wrong with you, man?" And he's like, he goes, in honor of Star Wars, and blah blah blah. And then he left the lightsaber on top of the thing because Booker T yelled at him. So
Yeah.
when he walked away, Booker T picked up the lightsaber, and he started feeling it. He starts to do this, and he was like, "Zoom, zoom, zoom." Obi Booker, no man. Oh my god. Anyway,
Maybe it's
Booker
best
T-
I didn't see that, but okay.
it was pretty bad. But anyway, in terms of Survivor Series,
They have it on YouTube.
they
Wow.
do.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
How bad is it?
It's funny.
Is it?
Goldust dress as Darth Vader.
I told you.
He did the Goldust thing that he goes like this.
I gotta see that.
You never seen that?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it. But that's all right. I'll catch it in a little while.
Okay. Yeah, we should start wrapping it up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
really
wrap it up. But yeah, so anyway, in terms of Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's gonna be a good show. We're gonna be covering wrestling stuff from now time to time. We did it on this one.
I think it's a good
just to talk
idea.
about it.
It's part of the pop culture. It's part of the, it's mixed in with everything else we talk about. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring that in. I want to say a shout out to my cousin Jose. He helped me with the logo
Nice.
of the Wide Range Media, and his birthday was last week. So
Oh,
happy
Awesome.
birthday. And Ralph, you want to plug in Strange Planet?
Yeah, absolutely. Strange Planet is our is part of the Wide Range Media podcast universe, and it has its own YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and just type in Strange Planet NYC on the search engine, and then you see all these things I have up concerning the latest in movies and previous 2 movies and all this other interesting stuff. I'm gonna be coming up with some interesting topics, trying to expand things a little bit more than what we've been doing in Strange Planet NYC. So Come on down, check out the videos. If you like it, please consider subscribing.
All right, Nick said we should get James Ellsworth as a guest. Actually, I'm gonna get John Cena so you could come down and hug him.
Sounds good.
We're gonna make you a
He's
wish.
gonna look at him and go. He's gonna look at him and go, "My man."
He's gonna be like, my man.
That's good. He's done. My man.
Yo, that's so evil. My man. Oh man, that's the show. Thanks for listening to the Wide Range Media podcast and YouTube live event. Questions and comments, you can email us at widerangemediapodcast@gmail.com or tweet us at Wide Range Media. Until next time, guys, take care.